Hey guys, I was just reading an article on autonomous trucks, and I'm going to give you a little background on something that I've had happen to me. I owned a trash company a few years ago. Actually, I still own it. But I noticed that the city I lived in at the time was switching from regular trash trucks to the kind that one guy drives and picks up everything. So they were doing away with two jobs. Now, the city in the newspaper wrote an article saying they was going to keep those guys until they reached their attrition age, and they was going to not replace them. But the new truck, the automated truck, was still going to need two people instead of the suggested one. Well, the greed or innovation, whatever you want to call it, I can't blame them, got to be too much. So what they did is they went ahead and made the one guy run the truck, and they got rid of the two. They early retired them all. Saved a lot of money. Saved taxpayers money. No, they didn't save us money. They just spent the money somewhere else. All right. My point is, they always say that it's going to be one way, and it always ends up another way. You are going to be replaced. It might take 10 years, but you're going to see that replacement start probably in the next 5 years. Now, regional drivers and local drivers, we're still going to have those. But the long haul driver is going to be the dinosaur driver. He's going to be gone. He's going to be the first one gone. They're telling us, they're implying that these trucks will have a human co-pilot in them. Doesn't have to, me and you are not going to work for that piddly amount just so you can stop a truck. But there's not going to be a human co-pilot. There may be in the beginning. There will be in the beginning. But that will go away. It's just like these OnGuard systems. I read the report last year that the government put out. It said OnGuard prevents 98% of accidents that they encountered. The other 2%, they created an accident. Now, we know personally that OnGuard freaks out all the time. And that, can you imagine the system if we wasn't here? It would just shut down in the middle of the road. Or who knows what it would do. We've all had experiences with OnGuard. But the government deems that it will save lives. And it will. I've talked to friends about this, and they're like, well, we're not going to be replaced, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we are. Your truck's not going to be holding the phone up here texting. It's not going to be on the phone. It's not going to be crying because mama done went and got with your brother or something back in the trailer park, right? There's no human emotion in a piece of machine. So we're gone. We're replaced. It'll start like this. The long haul trucker's gone. They'll have people in here. They'll say, oh, it's working pretty good. That guy's going to be gone eventually. There's going to be staging areas like they have in Ohio for the triples and doubles and trains. And that's where these automated trucks are going to drive to. And then a regional driver is going to pick it up and deliver it. It'll take a little more time to get the infrastructure in place for regional drivers to be phased out. So, hey, that's great. And when I say regional, I don't mean Chicago to Birmingham, because I think that'll be gone too. But LA to New York will be gone first. Right? It has to happen. But the infrastructure, as far as fueling trucks, they can do that. Iowa 80 says that it's not in place. They can find a way overnight. They know how to do this stuff. With the money they're going to save, okay, the industry costs billions of dollars. We are the biggest expense besides fuel in a truck. Fuel, then us. All right. Owner-operators pay for everything, so they don't hurt them to have them, but it really is a taxing on a company to have company drivers. Not saying anything bad about company drivers. I'm just saying that it does cost them more. Look at the profit. All right, if they're paying, if you're paying $150 for your insurance, the company's paying another $300 or $250 or something like that. That's a lot of savings. Workman's comp, it works out the same way. The company's paying $300 a week for your workman's comp. These things really add up. Then there's just your base salary before tax, right? What you're doing 40 to 65,000, something like that. That's just money saved. So if the truck's going to end up costing them an extra $100,000, well, hell, that's a huge savings, ain't it? I'd spend $100,000 to save $200,000 or $400,000 or $500,000. Hell yeah. But it's coming, and it's coming quick. Don't let nobody fool you. If you're an old timer like me, you're okay. Who cares, right? You young guys, I worry about you. I think the money has to be made in the next 5 years, or you're going to have to evolve into another 5-year plan, which could still definitely involve trucking. You know, you could still end up with a long career. But if you're a young guy, if you're 21 getting in this industry today, my advice to you would be buy a truck quick and pay it off. Make your money in the next 5 or 8 years and get out. If you're a young guy and going in a company truck with aspirations for long range, oh, I feel bad for you. There's always the merchant marines. Hell, they'll be automated too, probably. Everything's going automated. If you've been to a Budweiser plant lately, you back in, everything's automated. They load you, unload you, boom. It's got to come. The sad thing is how many truck drivers are on the road? 3 or 4 million, 5 million CDL holders? This is going to be the biggest hit to the industry, to the world economy, actually, since the machine age started. I mean, it's going to put so many people out of work. And what are we going to do? Did we do this to ourselves? Always complaining and whining and wanting more money? You got to have more money, right? God knows nobody can raise a garden nowadays. All right. This is just another one of my opinion videos. But if you want to go out and read all day, it's going to happen. It has to happen. It's sad. Thanks so much.